Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to cover this Hog Cycle deck with the Mighty Miner and the Firecracker. Firecracker is one of the most annoying cards in the game, if you guys don't know, in my opinion, per se. But we are about to use it against others to make them pissed off, and then just continue along our way throughout the day. Alright, so I'm just going to Hog because it's a cycle deck after all, and you can always just place Hog whenever you have it, but not when like defending hardcore though. You might need to place other cards. Bowler might land a shot on my tower, but it's fine. I'm going to use Mighty Miner to block, and then Goblin to pressure. He can't really swarm. Okay, he does that, but the goblins will definitely help out, and then the hog will tank once again. Um, there's going to be a lot of damage onto the tower, and then his Night Witch is about to go down either way, so I could just Ice Spirit that for a positive Electro trade. Alright, I'm going to do that right now. And what you want to do is to keep cycling the Firecracker because you want the Evo version. Going to goblins like that to pressure the giant so that he has to place a card in front of it. Okay, never mind. He doesn't do anything. I'm going to Mighty Miner actually because I doubt that he has anything to reset the Mighty Miner. Alright, perfect. Now my bomb tower will take care of the giant perfectly. Alright, he opts to go for that. I could Quake like this and then goblins like this. Unfortunately, Musketeer locks on, but it's not the end of the world. We are still up in damage, so that's something you gotta keep in mind about. I'm going to Hog for the guards like this to lure them back, alright, like this. And then that's basically a positive elixir trade once again. And I might just Firecracker like this because he wasted the snowball, and I'm going to block. Alright, great. And I'm going to Ice Spirit. He might bowler, so gotta watch out for that. Alright, he's probably gonna bowler, so I'm not going to Goblin just yet, so that's something. Just going to do this now, and then he might go for a graveyard again. Alright, I'm gonna Mighty Miner like this to block everything, and then go for a Hog now. He might guards actually. Let's see if he places guards. Okay, he places bowlers. That's not too bad. I'm going to use my firecracker again to just snipe down the building. I mean, yeah, the Princess Tower. And then I'm going to do Bomb Tower again. And then we should call this a GG's. Quake just to help prevent every damage from the goblins. I mean, the skeletons. And this is an easy win. Okay, we're against Porto. And we have Firecracker in hand, but I'm not going to use it just yet because we don't know what he has. And if we just cycle the Firecracker randomly, then it's going to not be great. I'm going to Firecracker this night, however, because I just want to DPS it down without him taking too much damage. Alright, I'm going to Miner like this now. And then I might need to log as well. Alright, that's great. Alright, Miner does get stunned, but it's all good. Alright, he goes for a Ice Wizard. So that's going to be decent for us because we don't really need to worry too much about the Ice Wizard because his DPS isn't that great, you know? Alright, going to Hog like this. Hopefully he doesn't have a tornado, or that would be very devastating for us because he will just activate the King Tower. Alright, let's go for goblins now. Just gotta watch out for his Goblinstein because it's going to be kind of annoying to deal with. I'm going to block the bridge. Oh, okay, that was fair play, I guess. Unfortunately, he did use the Goblinstein to, like, kind of stun our miner. But that's all good because we do defend pretty easily He does use a naked graveyard essentially, but it does take out our firecracker, so that was kind of good for him. Just going to hog like this again. Alright, he's going to do that. I need to start earthquake cycling, but it's kind of hard because he has Goblinstein. So what I'm gonna do is to just cycle the Mighty Miner behind the back so that we activate the 3-card cycle, and hopefully we're able to take him down by doing so. Alright, so we do get the Goblinstein down pretty nice and early. Not sure if I should log. Okay, I'm gonna log like this now. Alright, push everything back, and then I'm going to hog like this. I think he has the cage again, yeah. This is so annoying. Alright, he does miss the firecracker though, so that's going to be good. I'm going to do this, and then cycle hog like this. Hopefully Mighty Miner tanks for a bit. Alright, he's forced to poison that, and our hog does bypass it. As you can see, this is as long as you activate the 3-card cycle, you do take advantage by outcycling the goblin cage, and you sneak in the hog by cycling through like every card possible, and along with the firecracker you do take down the tower pretty easily. Okay, we're in a match against this guy, and let's just start off with the hog. I don't really want to start off with the firecracker, as I mentioned before. You want to see what he plays first. Alright, he goes for this, for the witch, so I'm free to use firecracker, because firecracker is a solid counter against the witch, because it just splashes down the skeletons. And then Mighty Miner, just to protect her a bit. This is going to be kind of annoying because the skeletons kind of stun the firecrackers because she doesn't know what to do at all. Like, that's the only downside, I would say. Maybe the king activation potential as well, so there's probably 2 downsides for the firecracker, but overall she's like very annoying to deal with. Yeah, as you can see here, he's forced to just use another witch down, and then I'm going to use Mighty Miner again. I'm just gonna let this go. Alright, he's gonna log that, so I'm going to goblins and then hog like this. Alright, he's going to freeze with the Ice Spirit, and as you can see, he only has these squishy cards, so I'm able to use my hog to like take everything down, as well as the Tesla right there. Yeah, my goblins just distracted the Tesla all day long, and then my hog just took it down. Alright, we're up a tower and we're like very safe now, so we just gotta defend for like a minute and 15 seconds straight, which is a pretty easy feat if you know how to actually cycle. Alright, I'm going to use my firecracker because he's about to place something over here, yeah, in this lane, and then I'm going to use my hog like that. Okay, it bypasses the Tesla, which is nice, and I'm going to use this now. He has Hog Rider in hand. Going to do this, and it should be another pretty easy defense. Okay, we do take some damage, but like overall we barely took any, to be honest, because like we already have the tower down. And then I'm going to bomb tower like this. He can't really, well, he could, but he placed it wrong with the earthquake, so I'm going to pressure this lane. He has the Tesla, so I'm going to use goblins like this to predict. Yep, exactly. Alright, and then I'm going to cycle to another firecracker, and this is how you overwhelm them like never before. This is one of my favorite cycle decks, to be honest. I haven't really played Clash Royale in a bit, so I just got back into it, and this is a pretty easy win as well. Alright, we're against Ruby here, and this will probably be our last match of the day. And yeah, if you want to play this deck, I suggest like you practice a lot with it, because it's not like a one-time thing. It's not beatdown. You do require like some practicing to do. I'm going to log like this to fully take the Ram Rider down. Okay, it did connect a little, but it's fine. Alright, we do need to Earthquake this because I want to force something out of his hand. Okay, he does have skeletons, I mean. Alright, he's back to another Ram Rider though. I think he's playing Ram Rider Cycle, so we should be able to do something because we have the firecracker and the earthquake for the cannon. So that's going to be in our advantage. So I'm going to firecracker like this now. I'm not sure what he has in hand, to be honest. Okay, he's going to fireball that. That's a fair play. Alright, I'm gonna go in now because he kinda used a ton of elixir. And as you can see, my hog just decimated the cannon, and then my earthquake took down the skeleton, so like he has no way to win now. Kind of sorry if you guys expected to see me versing like beatdown decks. It's just that the matchup is just not to our favor right now because for the most part we're facing like hog decks and stuff. Alright, he kind of placed this thing wrong, so I think I could take advantage of it. Actually, let's go firecracker first. Okay, it does not snipe. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. Oh wait, my hog still bypassed it, so that's nice. Alright, I kind of wasn't expecting the hog to bypass it, which is why I placed down my firecracker to kind of snipe it, but in the end it did, which is all that matters. Going to hog because he's going to log, yep, to protect the firecracker, and then the firecracker will continue locking on. Going to do this actually. Alright, probably wasn't the best play because we do get another lock on the tower from the Ram Rider. I think I should have just used log, I think. I forgot what I even had in hand. Alright, I'm going to cycle now. Okay, do this. I am not letting the Ram Rider connect. The main reason I let the Ram Rider connect was due to like overconfidence in like in defending it. But as you can see, the opponent is doing pretty good job defending everything, but I could just use my earthquake now to take that down. This was a very free matchup for us because we have earthquake. I'm actually going to play another match because I have time left, so that's great. Alright, I'm going to firecracker like this to kind of snipe the prince a little, and then going to use mighty miner like this to tank. Okay, now I think I could hog, but I'm not going to yet because I'm not sure what he even has. Alright, I'm going to hog now. Let's see. Hog should tank for the tower. Okay, it doesn't, but it's fine. Alright, we're going to drop another firecracker down. Hopefully it takes everything down. I might have to log as well. Might get a mini P.E.K.K.A hit actually. Okay, that was kind of bad. I didn't expect him to have, how do you say it, the goblin curse. Alright, he messed that up, so we're good to go in, right? I didn't really count the elixir, so I kind of got lucky this time. Okay, going to firecracker like this, and then ice spirit. Ooh, and log. Okay. Alright, we should take everything down. Yeah, fire spirit plus ice spirit. I mean, firecracker plus ice spirit is just like an OP combo. Because it splashes onto everything and does like a massive amount of damage while delaying the troops, which is just insane value. Alright, I'm going to mighty miner here. I need to be aware of his goblins, so I'm not going to, I mean his goblin curse, so I'm not going to use the goblins right here. Alright, it doesn't matter if he takes our Mighty Miner down. We just need it against the Prince. Alright, I'm going to Earthquake now to slow down the mini P.E.K.K.A a little. Alright, he also plays a Goblin right there, so that's kind of nice. And then I'm going to use this. Alright, he's going to Curse, but it's not going to do too much because our bomb is there. Alright, that's very nice defense. I'm going to use a Hog to kite it a little. I know I kind of placed the Hog wrong, but you generally want to place it like here, so that the mini P.E.K.K.A doesn't take or doesn't hit onto the Hog. Wait, did I just say hit onto the Hog? I'm sorry, hit the Hog. Alright, so this is a very easy win as well. The first part was kind of sketchy, but I kind of predicted his elixir bar to be kind of low because he used the Prince and the mini P.E.K.K.A together, so that was like 9 elixir, so I just used my Mighty Miner because I knew he didn't have any other tanks to counter it. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. See you.